Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jamar Plunkett, and welcome to another edition of the Standing on Business podcast, episode 4. Today, we have a very special guest in the podcast community, especially here at North Carolina A&T around Greensboro. Um, there's your camera.
Yo, what's up? It's your man Horatio, my brother. Appreciate you for having me on, man.
Always, man. Appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. How you feeling, man?
Hey, man. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Yes, bro. Yeah,
It's been
absolutely, man.
It's been a great day. It's been a wonderful day.
I appreciate you for having me on, man. It's a great setup. Had to pull up. Got to support the people that you know what I'm saying, that you actually know.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Jamal, I've known you for a while, man, so I appreciate you, bro.
No problem, my guy. I guess for the people that don't know who you are, if you mind explaining tell them who you are.
Definitely. Well, my name is Horatio Douglas. I'm originally from Newport News, Virginia. And I'm just I'm a podcaster, man. Like, I'm an only child. I grew up only child, bro. So I've always just had like multiple universes going at the same time, being able to entertain myself. Big like history kid. I love like culture at a young age. Like always into like sitcoms and like I was always intrigued with the fact that y'all was here before me. Like, what was that about? Like, I don't understand kids that just go from the time they go and all they cares about is what is new. I always cared about what was old. Like, what was this like? Like, so I always spend time with older people. Obviously, being the only child. So yeah, man. So I developed a podcast. So I developed like a YouTube channel at a young age because I discovered radio. Like really like talk radio. And as an only child, man, like I loved it. Like it made me feel like I knew these people, and I always wanted to give that feeling to people. Like because I think I was lonely as a kid, honestly. So I think I used podcasts and talk radio and stuff like that to like travel from my house. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. So I got into it. I got into like the shock jock type of radio, Charlemagne, Star. Charlemagne is actually. I went to the Breakfast Club. I went to New York and heard the Breakfast Club in like 2011, and it changed my whole life. Just that day, I was like, man. I looked around. I was like, I should do this. Why don't I do this? Like, I can talk. Like this guy's on the radio. I was like, yo, and what really got me was that he was from South Carolina because I used to think that if you want to be in entertainment, you got to be from New York or LA. And of course, it's back, 10, 15 years ago. But yeah, man. So at that time, I was just trying to just hear my voice. I just wanted to just make a community, make something. So I started a YouTube channel called The Let Me Hate Show because I told you I loved, bro. I was so into people who just said anything on the mic, anything, just crazy. Now it's a little bit different because everybody has a phone, everybody has mics or whatever. But at the time, it was like the shock jock or the edgy guy was like a big thing for me. I just idolized those guys because I felt like it was so just badass. So a lot of my first videos on that channel, Let Me Hate Show, was copying them, but copying a lot of people. The Stars, the Charlemagne, I used to like the Reed, just everything I was listening to, I would try to sound like them. But eventually I developed my own like bag, you know what I'm saying? And I got my own shit, man. So when I came to T, I wasn't doing videos for like 3 years. I was depressed. I think everybody goes to that college bout of depression. And so for me, man, how I cured it, bro, was motion, bro. I was like, man, I need to start doing what I'm supposed to do. And literally within the first 3 or 4 videos that I was doing, bro, I had people coming up to me, especially on campus, in the HBCU realm, being like, yo, what's up, man? Like, bro, like acting like as if I was a professional in this. So yeah, man, that's been my kind of like my rise as far as Horatio Radio and kind of where I'm going with it.
That was great, man. As far as like nowadays, like I know you've seen all types of podcasts throughout the years. You got the big shows, you got the gospel podcast, you got the red pill space now. Like, what do you think like the podcasts, especially now, like how can someone use a podcast nowadays to like I guess boost where they are?
Man, well, first of all, I hate the idea that everybody has a podcast. You know, people use that phrase, everybody has a podcast, to stop them from doing a podcast. Well, let me tell you, man, as somebody who grew up on entertainment and talk and people expressing it, man, I'm telling you, this medium is one of the best mediums ever. Like, you're talking about people who can connect with you and really feel like they know you, but just based off of your own conversation. So I hate people that do that. Everybody has a podcast thing. I love it. I love all this type of communication, whether it be the manosphere, whether it be if you have a cooking podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a great way to build a community, and people really feel like they know you. And I felt like that when I was at A&T. And that's kind of why I started kind of like backing off from doing videos kind of too, because I felt like I had a responsibility. Like, people are like, bro, I'm marching the band. My band director came with me one day and was like, man, maybe you should chill out on your videos, man. I'm like, oh, like, it was crazy. I felt like I had a responsibility, but that's the power of podcasts. That's the power of communication in general. You know what I'm saying? Being able to me, for me, just to be able to talk shit, and then people be like, yo, man, like, I really like, that really resonated with me. And then for you to kind of invoke emotion is even bigger. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation when I was at T where I did a video. This guy he fought somebody in the cafeteria or something like that. And I did a video on it. Bro, this dude the next day went to the student center, stood on a table, and had everybody recording.
Yes.
It was like,
I remember that.
It was like,
Bro,
I want to fight Horatio.
No, he got arrested. He got arrested the same day.
Shout out to my guy, brother. I ain't got no problems with you, man. You my guy, bro.
Wherever he's at. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah,
But that day, I realized, like, yo, I got some shit, bro. I like my voice, bro. Like, this is powerful, man. Like,
right.
It really made me think, like, I can invoke emotion out of people. So going back to the podcast question, bro, that's how you have to look at it. That's how I look at it now. Is like serving. Like, now I have an audience to serve, and they want it. And once you change from that perspective of like, hope they listen or whatever, to like, I have an audience who needs this. Somebody has to like get by their day by my podcast, or you know what I'm saying, by their week. Or once you get to that level of it, I think that is where it becomes fun. That is where it becomes like effortless.
Right. And one thing I do remember, if you didn't post a video, like, the news didn't get out. Because you at another point, you were kind of like a news outlet for a lot of people, because when that dude was in the student center doing that crazy stuff, or when anything on campus, when Tusi showed up to campus every couple of times, it was like, why is this man here? Why is he at our school? You're a grown man, go do something else. Yeah. Like, little stuff like that kept people informed, especially when COVID hit.
Right.
When COVID hit, you were like, man, it sucks being in the house. But it's like, that's when podcasts really flourished the most, is when people got stuck in the house and you had nothing else to do but either watch YouTube, watch the news, or sit there and talk about what's going on.
Yeah. I think that's when I realized too, like, oh damn, like, people were saying, I can't wait for Horatio to talk about this in the morning. I would post my videos any time of the day. But they would say, so it felt like I was like a morning show that the school was listening to. And post that being voted #1 HBCU podcast by HBCU Buzz in 2021, that again put me on like another level where I'm like, damn, like, because it was all these podcasts from different schools, and I was voted #1. So that made me be like, wow, like, a lot of people are listening. I need to, you know what I'm saying? But it's a slippery slope, because you start to do stuff for them rather than for me. Like, I go back and watch like those first couple of videos, man. I did not care at all. I was doing it because this is something that I want to watch. And then I think as time went on, I started doing stuff just because I knew that people would like it. So I think that's a good advice for any podcasters out there or anybody who puts out content. I think if you're a content creator, you have to get to the point where you say, I don't give a damn what you like. I like this.
Right.
And but when you have that attitude, bro, people love it. People gonna give me more. But when you go, what y'all like? What y'all think I should do?
Like, bro, when you ever see a YouTube video, y'all give me video ideas. Like, comment, and subscribe. Give me video ideas. Like, what do you mean? You should have these type of ideas. You should know what you want to do.
That's why we come to you, because you the one with the. How I'm gonna tell you your job, and your job is the easiest job ever. Like, come on, bro.
Just make an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot more that goes behind it, obviously.
Right.
But at the same time, just sitting there, when it comes to like audio podcasts, it's the easiest thing in the world to me. Like, all you got to do, spend not even a lot of money, not even nearly as much as I had to investigate all this audio equipment, because it's a 4-person multiple audio and video. But if you one person just want to sit there and talk like you did, early investment is what, a couple $100, if that.
Man, look, $200. Man, look, I had my phone, I had one of these mics, and a little iRig with a little adapter to plug into your phone. That was it. And people used to say, yo, but see, you know what? People use equipment as a justification to not really do the work too, though. Bro, yes, they do. People always be like, hey, man, I'm about to, oh, you know that, okay. They be like, hey, man, I'm about to, oh, man, once I get this camera, once I get this thing, bro, everybody has bro, you can, look at the videos that are popping on Instagram or that are popping on TikTok, bro. They are the most low quality, but they have an audience, bro, because they're doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people would ask me, yo, what equipment you using, bro? bro, it does not matter.
I'm using an iPhone 11.
Right. It
Go
does
get
not
you.
matter.
I know
Like,
you got one too.
what are you saying? I think that's it's, the content is what is what gets people. And I think that, especially a lot of podcast people, see, I'm a student of the game, bro. Like, I'm a student of radio. So I know how to, I'm a student of conversation as well. So I know how to get in and out. I know how to get a hook. I know how to do all that stuff before I started doing videos.
Because you went to school for journalism, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't have to do.
Too late now. They got your money.
I didn't have to. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel like a lot of journalism schools is a lack of kind of creativity because they kind of force you in the box. Give you a great example. At T, and I love the people at T. I'm not trying to. This is my experience. At T, I was doing the videos that they were starting to become popular. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to get on the radio station, right? Mm-hmm. I went up there and I showed a lady my video. She was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I was kind of a little arrogant too. I ain't gonna lie to you, because there was people that was there, and I'm like, she was like, well, why should you be? I'm like, I mean, I'm showing her my numbers and stuff, and she's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, if you don't change your attitude and stuff, you're not really gonna really make it in the radio industry like that. And when she told me that, I was like, bro, I don't hate the idea of going to school for communications, but let me tell you, bro, you don't have to. And if you really have that thing, you don't got it, bro. Nobody in a class, they're not going to teach you how to be entertaining.
No.
Nobody's going to teach you how to build an audience, because they will be doing that. Yeah. I'm telling you. So, not saying that I didn't learn a lot. I feel like college is a great thing to just meet people, man. Like, I always tell people who are in college now, how many people in your college know what you do? Like you, I know if I'm thinking of photographers in my mind, I'm gonna come across you in my mind just because I noticed what you do, because that's what you were doing in college, and you were making it known that you did that. So I feel like if you go to college and you don't showcase what you do in front of all these people, it's kind of like a test market for the real world. What I'm saying? So I know that I can get people, I can invoke emotion, I can do all this stuff with people on my campus. I can do it with everybody. I can do it with somebody in Japan. It's the same thing. But if I'm not actually doing it, if I'm not actually putting myself out there, I'm not really gonna even know. And so that's why I think school comes in, because they go, teach me how to be entertaining, teach me how to make hundreds of millions of dollars and to gain an audience. And like, can't nobody teach you that, man?
No, not in communication.
No, not communication.
Man, I mean, for me, I always said, I've been saying I wanted to start a podcast since like 2017, 2018. But one, I didn't have the know-how. Plus, I never seen it. But now I'm sitting here like, oh, okay. I see when I've seen videos of people have these type of mics. Oh, okay, cool. Now I know what to get. Yeah. Oh, you need what's XLR? I didn't know what an XLR cable was. I didn't know what XLR meant. I was like, what is that?
Right.
What does that mean? It's an audio cable. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know what 32-bit flow. I didn't know what a lot of this stuff meant, and I didn't go to school to learn any of it. Right. I learned it from either YouTube or somebody else I know. Shout out to Jarvis. Jarvis taught me a lot of the stuff I know as far as audio.
Yeah, and if you want to know, bro, if you want to do something, you'll find out how to do it. I learned how to do all this when I was in like 9th grade, because I wanted to learn how to do it, and so I was making YouTube checks in high school off of my voice. So to me, I didn't even think about it at the time, but it's very powerful now that I think about it. Like, man, I was able to generate money off of my ideas in high school. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people are subject to manual work.
That's surprising. So if you must not. It wouldn't have been you don't got to tell me. It wasn't an exuberant amount of money.
Bro, no, I'll tell you. I looked up in 2 years span from 2014 to 2016, I made about $17,000.
Off of YouTube?
Off of YouTube. But no, hold on. But this is back in the day. This is the numbers was crazy. I mean, the guidelines to get paid was crazy. It was like all you needed was like 1,000 subscribers, and it was very low. Now it's completely different.
Yeah, now it's like you need 3,000 subscribers, you need 1,000 watch hours, and you need to post like 3 times within 1 year. I'm working my way there. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this video.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I became an AdSense whiz in high school, bro. I was, but it's because what I used to do was I used to take like viral videos and just do a commentary at the end. So a lot of times people would go try to find a video, and then it'll be my video at the end. So I did a lot of videos like that. I mean, I had millions of views from doing videos like that. Okay. So that taught me how to make content and how to put myself out there. I knew that I could entertain people. I just had to get it more focused on me and like what I like rather than putting it on.
So how did you end up? You making $17,000 years before you got into college.
Yeah.
Why did you still go to college?
I still went to college because I felt like my parents went to college. It's it's a society thing.
Okay.
But I felt like three years in, like damn, like I need to be doing something. Like obviously they're not going to hand me a job. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to hand me my own purpose. So I need to go out here and do it. So that was something that was big for me. It's like I've done this before. Like, but nobody knew like that. I knew because in the people that were my subscribers, but nobody knew. So when I came back and started doing my own videos, people at T were like, "Yo, who is this?" And I was like, "Yeah, because I know how to do this." And so that's kind of how it kind of took like that. And I feel like that's what somebody told me when I was at T, bro. People think you rich. I said, "Rich, bro, I'm right here with y'all." Like what I'm saying. But that's the air that I had when I got on the mic because that's what that's what I've been practicing.
Right.
Yeah.
Bet. So you don't use your? I mean, you kind of use your degree a little bit because it's what you do. You already doing what your purpose was, then went to school to like add on top of it. Now you're going back to doing your actual purpose.
Yeah.
As far as like, say somebody out there wants to start a podcast or just be a content creator in general, and they want to do something like audio based, do they need to go to school? If they don't need to go to school, what should they be doing?
I don't think you need to go to school. If you have the drive to get anything done, you'll do it. So, like you said, YouTube will teach you anything that you need to know. I think the best thing about college is just being around the people. Like, just being around people that are doing it gives you that drive to do it. You know what I'm saying? More than anything. But I feel like if you start a podcast, just start hearing yourself talk because that gives you a lot of insight on, is this something that I would listen to? Is what I'm putting out something that I'm listening to, or is it just going to fill my ego? And that's something that I dealt with a lot, too. Is that I would just put out stuff just because I wanted the likes. I wanted the attention. When I told you, I'm a student of the game, bro. I like value. I'm serving my audience. I want them to get something out of it. Even if it's a stupid topic, as stupid as anything else. I want them to get something out of it rather than just fill my own ego. So I think that's the first thing you should ask yourself is, why am I doing this? Do I just want people to know me for this? Or like, do I really want to give people something based on something that I have within me? And I knew that I'm serving myself because I was a only child who listened to all this stuff. So I wanted to give somebody something like a moment or a friend or something like that. I have experiences with podcasts that I wasn't even in the room with. But I felt like I was there because I was so included. So you need to be trying to give people that feeling. Like, what feeling do you want people to get out of it? And so I think as you progress in, like, 'cause, like I told you earlier, this is all I'm good at. Meaning, like, this is what I do, bro. I went to school for it. Like, I don't have, this is my plan A. So being that that's the case, I'm going in full stream, and I want to go to serve rather than to get out of it. Because look, I be I got a podcast with CDK, so we be going to festivals, we be going backstage and stuff, right? So we be seeing people interview other celebrities, and bro, they be thirsty, bro. Thirsty because they want the picture next to them, they want people to see that I'm interviewing them. But the questions, it does not like it's all ego. They just want to just be, hey, I'm a podcaster, rather than actually create a moment for not only your listeners but for the person that you're having a conversation with. So I feel like intention, to answer your question, is the biggest thing. Rather than the mics and all that stuff, that's great, right? We can always buy equipment, but what is your intention going into this thing? And is it to serve, or is it just to take out of it?
One thing I've learned along the way, especially like last year, there's like two ways to like put out content. There's two main things: either entertain or inform. Find the lane, stick in it, stay in it. You can bounce back and forth, but if you're the type of person, if you're not a funny person, if you're a more analytical person, you probably just need to inform people.
Right.
If you're entertaining like you can sit there and do and say whatever, and people are gonna find value out of it.
Right. Yeah. And I think finding your voice, bro. And it takes time. They say only 7 podcasts. Most podcasts only make it to 7 episodes.
And that's not gonna be this.
But I know, but I'm saying,
but
I'm telling you, bro. Because why? It's because they start off and they have a big grand idea, and not only they may not see the results or whatever, but they don't have a mindset of like, hey, what is this gonna look like on episode 400? Like, are you playing the long game, or you just want, you know what I'm saying? So that's how, when we talked about earlier with everybody has a podcast, that's how a lot of people get weeded out, So yeah.
Hey man, I've already thought about every time I sit down and record one of these episodes, like we said earlier, there's something I can make better.
Right.
Like every time I want to make better. Either camera, stands, lights, anything, audio. I mean, audio is probably gonna be what it is because this is probably the best you can get for right now. But just like always trying to improve what you have, build upon what you already have to get better. Then like burnout, like I know some people get burnt out from doing this type of stuff. Well, one, you're not doing it for the right reasons. If you get burnt out from sitting there talking, you're not doing this for the right reasons.
Man, that is so true. And I wish you could, man, I wish you would have told me that a couple of years ago. Because I was burnt out from doing podcasting because I was faking. Because I want, like I was saying, I wanted the attention. So when you don't, like, when it's not genuine, and people can feel it, bro. People can feel when you're not authentic. And so I think that's the biggest thing, too. That's why a lot of those videos we talked about earlier with the low quality, though they have, like, a big audience, people who just pick up their phone and just do it because they're being truly authentic. So I think the more you add on a lot, it takes away a lot, especially nowadays too, man. With everybody having a phone, I think we're coming to the point where everybody is a celebrity.
Everybody believes they're their own main character.
Right. But I think if you have a phone, you're a celebrity. Because you can be. Everybody has the.
Yes.
Everybody. Man, you ever go on TikTok and you just look at random people say, like, I mean, like, everybody thinks that they're gonna make it.
No, crazy story. I think right before I left Apple, one of the last one of the last days we had like a Black History Month event, and during that event, somebody had walked past and we were singing Melodies from Heaven. Right. I was like, this is Black people singing Melodies from Heaven. You know, he walked past, it went viral, 250K views in 2 days. Right. What? Bro, and I went back to his page. He only had 150 followers.
Right.
What?
He's a celebrity, but see, he can parlay that into something big.
He didn't. He hasn't posted a video since.
Speaking of people parlaying stuff, have you seen the Who the Fuck Do I Marry girl?
Yeah. Oh
have
my.
You seen that?
Yes.
Man,
I saw that, bro. Me and my girl watched the entire thing.
See, okay. Halfway through, I told my girl, I said, look, cut this shit off, man. Because I'm gonna tell you why. I don't like when people trauma dump their stuff online and then people soak it up. And then women look back at you like, well, this what y'all be doing? I ain't know men really be moving like this. You be like, come on now. But just based off of this girl's experience, you know what I'm saying? You know,
you look at me crazy.
Right, you looking at me crazy. That's the only thing I don't like about it. So if it was shorter too, and she can't get to the point, oh girl. But the point is that she parlayed that into something like bigger. I saw on Jennifer Hudson's show the other day.
Right. So I think somewhere in the story, she was supposed to be going to Paris.
Really?
Someone paid for her to go to Paris for like a week, all expenses paid.
Right.
Bro, each one of the 50 videos consecutively have 1.5 million views plus.
Wow.
If you don't do something with that type of traction, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
You're wasting, like you wasted the perfect opportunity.
And think about that.
Anybody could capitalize off that opportunity. Anybody.
Right. And think about that. That wasn't a big setup. That wasn't microphone. That was her grabbing her phone and doing that.
Boom.
Now she's smart. She should do something with Tyler Perry. I don't know. She should sell it quick because people are not gonna care after a while.
I've always said she's gonna sell the rights. She's gonna sell the rights to that story, and most likely she's gonna make some type of money. There's gonna be a movie or some type of short budget film from it in like a year or two.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She need to get on that though, quick, because you don't want people to not care no more.
No, it's gonna happen. It's happening quickly.
But that's the thing about being viral, man. Like, it's so quick. It's so quick. That's why I feel like when I talk about serving the audience, that's why like that is so important to me because you can have a couple of videos that hit. I've had videos hit 1 million views before. It's not. You feel it and it's great, but you want that audience, man. You want people to go, man. Like, how are you? Like, I've been following your life since then. Like, people know about you. People, you know what I'm saying. That's the goal of my. I'm starting to call my podcast a universe, the Horatio Radio universe. I just thought about that a couple of days ago because I want that. I want to bring in other podcasts. I want to have a thing because that is what I enjoy as a kid. I was a big fan of, like I said, Opie and Anthony, and they parlay into so many different shows. Patrice O'Neal, Black Phillip show. They had a they brought in just a whole universe, and that's kind of what I want to bring. As like the streamers are doing. As like they're doing it currently.
Yeah, AMP will bring in other celebrities, and they're like Aiden Ross will bring
into their own
little world.
Right.
Like that's one thing. That's another reason I will say if you don't know what you're gonna do in life, go to school.
Yes,
go to school.
I do believe that.
Like go to school. You ain't gotta go to a 4-year university, and don't go out of state somewhere. Go to a community college, figure out what you want to do, then transfer to a big 4-year university. But until then, chill out before you spend all this money because again, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt is not worth it if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and people say college is a scam, but I think paying for college is the true scam. If you can find a way to not pay, meaning like scholarships or whatever.
Scholarships, grants, I don't know. Half of y'all want to go to the NBA. Y'all going to go through college somehow.
Yeah. I think that's the best thing. But I'm telling you, the best thing about college is just the people, man. The people that you meet,
yes,
bro.
the camaraderie. Crazy. Like, I hate to be this person. I don't like being this person. But Aggie pride is real.
Oh, yeah, man.
That is real.
Man.
Like, bro, when I say I'm literally Aggie born, my mom and my dad met at A&T, got married, had my brother, then had me.
Yeah.
I was literally Aggie born. I went to A&T. That was the only school that accepted me.
Word.
I was supposed to go there.
That was the only. Damn,
The only.
What was your GPA?
Huh?
You heard me, nigga.
It was out of high school. It was like 3.75.
Oh, that's I was the only school you applied to.
Huh?
That's the only school you applied to, Auntie?
That's the only one I got in. I was a bad test taker.
Really?
I'm not good. I'm not good at sitting there.
I think that's a myth. I think that's a myth, being a bad test taker.
In the Guilford County public schools era, that era, I'm a bad test taker. Granted, I was never the type of person to sit in a classroom and learn. I can't do that. I'm a hands-on learner.
Right.
I have to look, I have to talk, I have to interact. If I don't do that, I'm not going to retain it. A lot of stuff I didn't retain.
Right.
Plus, my reading comprehension back in the day was kind of poor.
Yeah, I'm more of I have to listen. Listen. I really learn by hearing. But going back to what you said about A&T, I'm not an A&T like bred, but I'm an HBCU bred. Like my parents met at Virginia State, and my grandparents on my mom's side met at Fayetteville State. So that's 2 decades of HBCU. And so in my household, HBCUs were. It wasn't like it was the only. It was the only choice because that's all that was. Like I'd never thought about going to a PWI at all. Ever. I never was like, oh, I'm going to go to Virginia Tech or I'm going to go to Duke or something. I would never. It was always like, because I'm going to tell you why. Representation matters so much, man.
Yes, it does.
So much. My parents used to go to CIAA every year. They went to Virginia State, the basketball tournament. And they would come back with the shirts, and they'd have all the HBCUs on the back of the shirts. Bro, and I would go through that shirt as a kid and go through, oh, look, this school is wearing it up. So HBCUs have been a part of my life, not only the fabric of my grandparents, but just my experience. So, that's something I would say about college, man. Just not only the people, but HBCU specifically is just great. And I mean, you feel at home,
I never had that experience. Me, my mom and dad split when I was younger. Cool, whatever. They both went to A&T, but they never pushed going to A&T or about HBCU culture.
Really?
My dad's from Jamaica.
Okay.
He's an immigrant, and I have to sit there and think about that every time. My father is an immigrant.
Right.
He immigrated here from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Going to A&T was his only option. He didn't know anything else about any other school. So
what year did he come to T?
I want to say 92.
Ooh, Pop's got some stories.
Yeah. Because my mom graduated in 95. My dad graduated in 96, and they had my brother in 96.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I always, like I said, I'm such a history fan. Like, my great-grandmother, it's so crazy. Like, when we talk about time, bro, like, it's not, my great-grandma was born in 1916. I met her. Like, she passed away when she was like 97. But I'm like, it's so crazy. Like, time, bro, that wasn't that long ago. So when we talk about, like, things being old, like people say, like, to me, stuff is old once it hits like 100 years. Like stuff, not people, but I'm saying like stuff is old. Right. Like, because my grandmother was 96. Bro, her parents were sharecroppers. You know what I'm saying? Like, her kids were the first one to go to HBC, to go to a school in the 40s. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's just so wild. Like, I met all these people, and we think that's so far away or such a long time ago, but it really wasn't.
Bro, A&T's, what, almost 200 years old?
Right.
Like, that dawned on me, like, the school is almost 200 years old.
Yeah.
That's insane. Aggie Pride.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Aggie.
But no, going back to what you said, Aggie Pride is real. Bro, shout out to all the Aggies, man, who have supported me, bro, my whole career, this whole radio thing, man. I promise you, the love that I've gotten from not only this school but all HBCUs, but specifically A&T has really, like, man, I've been in different states, and people say like Horatio stopped the film or different. Of course, every time I'm around Greensboro or North Carolina. But yeah, man. So I'm just grateful that I could have been, not only go to the school but just meet hella great people.
Bro, I just forgot something. I just remembered something that I forgot. You were on a song.
Yeah, bro, and that's another thing too. So we talking about podcasting, right? Talking about like monetizing. I just wanted to talk shit, bro. My whole time, I promise you, I want an audience, like, cause I know I have it. They there. That's literally how I think of it. So that's all I care about. So maybe 2020, February 2020, um, this rapper, my boy E-Dub, he came up to me. He was like, bro, can you do a video, like a promotion for me? I'm like, for like what? I charged him $40. Like it was so like, it was so new. I didn't know what to do, bro. Parlay that into getting brand deals, getting people, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm advertising people's stuff. So that was a big thing too. But yeah, man. So like all that led into me like doing this song, which of course I played myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Bro, when I tell you,
I played myself in the song. It's not like I was really like acting OD.
yeah.
But yeah, man. Like so many great experiences that I got just from just like opening myself, being able to. Because like I said, only child. I've really been closed off. When people meet me in person, they be like, "Man, you really like quiet." It's because I just be chilling, like, you know. So definitely, man. That was great, and I had a great experience, and I've developed that over time, just being able to like, obviously, like working with smaller companies or smaller, like, just A&T based or whatever, growing, and just wanted to keep growing.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work on the whole sponsorship thing, but
Oh yeah, man, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, and you asked me a question too about using my degree. So when I got out of T, I got a job as a podcast producer, right? And for a company. And shout out to, bro, people in communications. If you are in communications, you don't got to be. We talked about it earlier. But if you are, all right, there are a lot of jobs in podcasting that you may not even know. All right, so a part of that job was I was doing the ads for TED Talk, all the TED Talk Daily, bro. The money in podcast sponsoring now, of course, they do a daily podcast. They probably have over 1,000. They have probably about 1 million listeners probably in a month or something like that. But man, I'm telling you, bro, the money in podcasts, that made me be like, yo, I got to step it up, man, because it's a lot of people that will pay for an audience, and it's people that the brands, the bigger they are, the higher the checks is the less the inventory that you got to worry about. So like, let's say you get Subaru. They're not tracking how many Subarus you sell off your podcast. They just want the name. They just want you to say the name. So the higher you go, is like, it's less of a direct response type of like, how many did you sell? How many did you re-up from? But of course you kind of got to start like that. But as you go up, and I've seen it at that higher level, like the TEDs and the Spooked, like the murder mystery podcast that they have, bro. It's huge, man. It's huge, bro. But of course, I'm not being driven by money, but hey, we're gonna make this bag and we're gonna do it.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. So, what is your opinion on some of the bigger podcasts out there, like the Joe Budden podcast, his deal with Spotify, the $1 million worth of game? I love that show. That's a really good show.
Yes, man. First of all, like I said, I love all of them, man. Joe Budden, I got the best advice from Joe Budden, not from him personally, but just watching his show. He was talking about, man, just giving it up on the mic. Like, a lot of people just can't, like, when it's time to go, can they really go? And I love that. So I love that about him. I love all of them, man. Wallow and Gilly, and what they are doing is laying down the foundation of what is possible. Like I said, I live in Austin, Texas, the home of Joe Rogan. I mean, everybody, moved down there because of Joe Rogan and the Comedy Mothership, and that's where he hosts his podcast. So that's just a big inspiration, honestly. Like, knowing that, he has this. He probably set the price on podcasting being $100 million with Spotify. So yeah, man, like, that shows like just the growth of being able to carry an audience, not only from different platforms, but just being able just to have that audience as a base that you can sell. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to buy your audience, their attention. And attention now, bro, is the biggest currency of all time. It's bigger than any, man, look, I'm telling you, it's time and then attention. To me, as far as currency, because that's what people are buying. You know what I'm saying? Everything, every marketing ploy, you're just trying to get people's attention. And so I haven't said I focus on that, but I kind of recognize that when I'm in my bag and when I put the foot on the gas, I don't really got to worry about nothing else.
Oh, that's dope. Oh my God, I had a question and I lost it. See, this is why I struggle with this.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting better at it.
Hey, man, I always say, man, you just gotta. I just like to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like to just make sure. But anytime I'm doing a podcast, I make sure, like, But I make sure I keep something that's like, like I can
Yeah.
kind of like parlay back to.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, man, you you gotta mess around and take some alpha brain, some like memory pills
Bro,
to
I've
make
been taking
sure.
I've been taking creatine. Creatine helps with
What is that? I heard somebody talk about that the other day.
creatine.
I thought it was for like getting
So
built.
what creatine is, it's a group of amino acids that help with water retention in the muscle, but it also helps with brain development
Right.
or brain processing.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really good. I take it all the time. I do one little teaspoon
Yeah.
every time before I go to the gym.
I didn't know you was a gym bro. I didn't know you was a gym bro.
I am a gym bro. What?
For real? I
Yeah.
had no clue.
I be in the gym all the time.
Man,
Absolutely.
look, bro. Look, man. My relationship with working out, bro, has been tragic. Let me tell you something, yo. If you have kids and they start to get a little fat, don't make them go OD. Cause my parents did it. They was like, "You is not getting fat," and them saying that made me self conscious. Made me like, I'm working out in the 5th grade.
Nah, dog.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. So I've always had that. So I've been a big workout guy.
Yeah.
But never like I never went all the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just kind of stay on the thing. I never did the creatine or the the pre-workout.
Oh, I hate pre-workout. I hate pre-workout. It's 100% caffeine. That boy, caffeine key. But I had a former manager. She was addicted to Red Bulls. Probably still is.
Right.
Bro, she used to drink a case of Red Bulls every week. A case.
Mm-hmm.
Like from Sam's Club. A case of Red Bulls a week.
What's something that you're addicted to? Because I don't think I have anything like that. That's like a weird thing, like a Red Bull or something.
Bro, right now, it's probably buying shoes.
Really?
I'm struggling with it because I bought four pairs of shoes in the last 3 weeks, three and a half weeks.
Where you getting it from? StockX?
Plug.
That's how you know you're too far.
I got the plug.
You're already too far if you got a plug.
I got the plug from China. I got multiple plugs from China.
Oh, my nigga got some reps. All right, you might have to check them.
Absolutely,
check them out.
Check them. What?
Check them out.
I promise you, I do not care. I do not care. You can check my feet all you want. I do not care, bro. I'm not. Bro, these shoes retail one this specific colorway is women's only.
Really?
Yes,
bro.
And two to get them in my size, it's $2,000. I'm not paying for it. You cannot convince me.
Oh, I was joking. You really be
yeah,
bro.
I don't give a
bro,
I don't care.
Let me tell you, bro. When I was in high school, bro, I went through a replica phase. Now this is old. Now I'm sure this was 2014, 15.
Oh, bro, you get clown back in the day,
bro. Did I? I took the shots. All right, so that y'all can walk. No, for real, bro. I'm telling you, man. I went through like a whole thing because I've always felt like that. Like, why do I have to pay this much money for this or whatever? So I went through maybe a 6-month phase of like doing. I probably got like 2 shoes from China. They take 9 months to come in. You know what I'm saying?
Now it take 2 weeks.
But yeah, this is back in the day, bro. So
true.
DHL, busted up package, busted up box. I'm like, all right, man. I'm just gonna stick with shoes. But bro, I'll tell you, I went through a big sneakerhead phase, yo. Are the sneakerheads really still out here camping out and doing all the stuff they was doing?
No. It's kind of flipped into now drops on like sneaker apps.
Really?
Like hitting parlays. People making bots
to
hit on sneaker app. Is it that, bro? It's the resellers will buy bots.
Resellers,
to buy the shoes at retail to go back and triple the price to have them resell to you and me.
Bro, I just don't feel the same about shoes how I used to, man. I used to love them, bro. I camped out for the 11s. I could have got stabbed for the Concord. I could have got, bro, and that's when they was doing it. Hulk crazy.
Yes,
2011.
No. I remember when the Concords came
2012?
out, bro. That was like the shoe of the year.
Bro, it was crazy. I was out there in front of Hibbett Sports, in Foot Locker and whatever, trying to make sure I got these shoes, and I got them. But it's like after you do that a couple times, it's like, all right, man, come on, man. Like,
boy.
I parlayed that into women. I changed my addiction from shoes. Man, you care about these shoes, man.
Nah, that's crazy. Well, I'm not addicted to women, thank God.
Man, look, let me tell you, I'm on the patch. All right, it's hard to get off.
But no, honestly, honest to God, I'm the type of person. If I can't justify it, paying for it, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
Like I never justified. Like yes, I really like shoes. Like I've always liked 3s, always liked 4s, always liked Jordan 1s. My first pair of Jordan 1s I've ever had, I bought 2 like a month ago.
Right.
Bro, they're Travis Scott mochas.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, those shoes go for $1,700 on StockX.
What are you? But you're not. Nobody's wearing the $1,700 shoes.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
You would be. No, probate was like last weekend. Bro, you know how many of my Neos and how many of my Lombros have Balenciaga shoes on?
Okay. Let's talk about this. Hold on. Where are the rich college kids? Where are these kids getting money from, bro? We was broke. I think they changing the stigma on broke college student.
Bro, broke. I don't understand. There's a new definition of broke is you can't afford to eat.
right.
If you can afford shoes, but you can't afford to eat, you're broke.
Right.
If you can afford shoes and you can afford to eat, you're rich. You make it through. You're not a broke college student.
Let me tell you, bro. I was struggling here in Greensboro, North Carolina, for them about 3 years until I started making money from my podcast, bro. I was donating plasma. I was doing everything that I could, bro. So
You went to the sperm bank?
No, it's a sperm bank. Hey man, I probably would have went.
No, there's one.
You been to one?
I haven't been to one, but I know where one is. It used
You
to
know
be.
where
It
it's
used to be by my old gym. I never went in there. I swear to God.
How much do you get for donating sperm?
It's like $100. A couple
$100?
Come
Oh
on.
nah, hell nah. $100, man. I'm gonna need
but
1,000 or something, bro.
Bro, you gotta sign a waiver. It's like the woman, if they won't let you know. They will or will not let you know if someone uses your sperm. Will or won't. You get to pick.
Man, what if somebody hit you up 20 years from now, bro? He looked just like you.
No, that's part of the waiver. They can't hit him up. They can't contact him for any type of financial assistance.
Bro, that is awful, bro. I never knew that those were like real. Like I've only seen those like movies, but the fact that you know that
they are real.
And what is like magazines or like porno when you walk in there?
Yes.
Like, man, shout out to the tiny Mexican lady that has to clean up all that jizz on the floor, bro. That is a disgusting job. Let me tell you, bro, that is a disgusting job. But for $100, bro, is wild.
$100, $150. You can only donate like 8 times.
I want to see my kid.
It's like 8 times in a month.
I don't even care. I want to see the girl who picked her. I want to see the whole thing. Cause wait, you think there's pictures of you, or just like
no? It's just a label with your
like your height, weight,
with your height, weight, ethnicity, eye color.
Right.
Like I think that's about it. I don't think there's a list of like medical records or like anything like that.
Wow.
Because if that was the case, then
they'll be able to.
They'd be like, oh yeah, I know who this person is.
Man. Yeah, cause you can get caught up with like child support. I'm sure that's probably in the thing that they signed.
Yep. Can't get child.
Can't come for you. It sounds like you've been there. It sounds like you know what's going on.
I have not been there. I researched it because the times were hard.
Times was hard.
Times was tough.
Right, but I definitely take the plasma over the damn sperm. But it's quicker. The sperm,
it's quicker. You ain't got to. Boy, when I tell you, were you ever in high school that had the Red Cross blood drives?
Yeah.
Hated them.
Yes,
I used to avoid them. You know why? Because every time they took up, because I was so large, they took out 2 pints instead of 1.
Right.
And then I used to be sickly.
Right.
Bro, I used to walk
wasting away.
Bro, I feel like I'm dying.
Right.
I'm like, bro, they took too much blood. Oh yeah, we just went and took 2. Did you get my permission?
Right. I also don't like. I know it's donating, but you don't get nothing. It's like you just like they give you a sticker like, "Hey, we saved a life."
Yeah, I thought a sticker right there at the end of the day.
Right. Come on, man.
Did I really save a life?
Nah. Where's this blood going?
Where's it going?
That's how I feel about the plasma. Where's the what is this? What's this thing going on? Because it's kind of a weird thing.
I don't know, man.
It's a bunch of.
I feel like same thing with like stem cells. Like I don't know about stem cells, but they keep talking. Oh, there's so many great benefits of stem cells. Like, I don't know about that. To get a little back to business.
Yeah, how do we get to science, man? Look at us.
Hey, we started talking about addiction. We started about shoes.
Jumping around. No, it was the sperm banks.
No, it wasn't.
Oh man, sperm banks. Man, I'm gonna have to pull up on the sperm banks just to see what's going on.
You better not.
Shout out to the guys that actually really like. I mean, because it was that movie. You remember that movie with Kevin Hart? He was like his job was working at a sperm bank. Like he would go there and and donate, and that's how he would make his money.
Yeah,
bro, that's so. I know some guys out there that.
No, there's some people that actually like do that to make money. Like bro. Speaking of making money, so big side tangent. Mm-hmm. You know about OnlyFans and all that other stuff.
Yeah. What do I? What?
Wait a minute.
Well, critic. I mean,
you subscribe, don't you?
I have not. I've never.
Whoa,
I have never.
I was about
ever subscribed to somebody's OnlyFans. Are you crazy, bro?
I was about to say. All right.
Nah, man.
All right. I was about to say the male version of OnlyFans is like crypto and dropshipping.
Dropshipping, crypto. But let me tell you, bro. This the OnlyFans.
I'm sorry, no, Forex.
This the only part. I went down the Forex train.
Me too.
But this is the only thing about OnlyFans. Everybody ain't making that much money. I know a girl on OnlyFans. She was making like $70, like
a month.
Yeah. So I'm like, and she was fine. I'm like, so
that's gas.
Everybody,
that's gas. Someone pay for a gas.
Everybody thinks that when you get on OnlyFans, you're just gonna be a millionaire. Like, bro, you gotta still. It's like content. You still gotta be able to deliver. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to like. You gotta be passionate. You gotta. It's like a job.
Right. Yeah,
it's a job.
It is a job. It is like easier because you don't really have to put anything up front.
Right.
I think that's another reason why a lot of men don't like women on OnlyFans. I don't care if you're on OnlyFans.
But that's contradictory. I hate guys that say that. They don't like women on OnlyFans, but you'll buy the OnlyFans. You'll jerk off the porn stars. It's like you don't want your girl to do that. That's contradictory.
You don't want your girl to do it. You don't want to pay for it. You just want it to be for free.
But some dudes pay. There are dudes that the problem is the guys when it comes to that like dark sex stuff because we always, especially like nowadays, got podcasts. They be talking about the women. Oh, the women so bad or whatever. It's like the dudes are the one that's paying for it. They the ones that's paying for feet pics and all that type of shit. Like, bro, what is you doing?
Y'all subsidizing these women's lives,
right? Based on like, remember, you seen that story about I think it was Ruby Rose, one of her like top sellers on her OnlyFans. I mean, gave her like $100,000.
Yes,
like, a lot of fucking money. I'm like,
bro, $100,000 just to meet her, bro. It got her phone number and the name in her phone is like my biggest simper. Something crazy like that. Like
he likes that though. But like, what is that? What is that thing where you just like, you just feel like I'm like Big Daddy if I just give her some money and I don't get nothing or like, I don't know. It's just like, you feel like you're taking care of her.
I think he feel like a sugar daddy. I don't know.
Man,
it's a disease. It's a sickness.
Yeah, it is.
And he needs help.
No, but going back to you said crypto and Forex. Let me tell you something. I trade now. I still trade, right? Okay. But what I will tell you is the hardest thing about not even the hardest thing, but the weirdest thing about that click is getting out of those conversations. Boy, I will tell you, bro, getting out of a long conversation about money or whatever with the Forex guys. I mean, I love the camaraderie, but it be, bro, I have to sidestep. I gotta, because I don't know how many times you can say financial freedom
financial freedom. Boy, they made me resent the
or generational wealth in a hour span.
They made me resent the term 6 figures.
6-figure earner.
6 figure, 7 figure. No, first of all, let's be honest. Let's just live in reality for a moment. A lot of people in the world would never be millionaires.
Right.
A lot of people in the world won't be rich.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people won't be wealthy.
Yeah.
Let's understand, like, you sitting here selling that's my problem. You're selling somebody a dream.
Right.
And a lot of people won't be this unless they go do something else. One, that's not what your purpose is on this earth.
Right.
Your purpose on this earth is not to teach people how to flip a currency.
Right.
Go figure out what you're supposed to do in this life and do that.
Yeah.
And it's not sitting here on Forex getting people to sign up. Like Forex trading.
Just the trading.
Trading is real.
Yeah.
Forex, that is a pyramid scheme.
But I'm gonna tell you why they don't teach you the trading thing, because it's internal. Like, because money's more of a mindset. Like if your family is used to hard labor, right? It's gonna be hard for you to understand it or even accept that you can make money off just by hitting a button. Like, that's a hard concept for you to.
I don't think that's it.
I think it's all mindset. I think it's all like what you believe that you can have, because, like I said, it's going to be hard for you to believe that this money, because you're so used to just working for it. You're used to thinking that somebody else. So I think to me that was the biggest proponent in being able to trade. Because I'm like, why don't y'all just trade? Like, just do that. You don't got to teach somebody, just do that.
Yeah.
But that's because it's obviously more money in helping them, but you can't teach them. It's the same thing. It's like it's their own journey they have to go through. Mm-hmm. And I feel like trading helped me with that as well. Like going through my own kind of like journey and realizing like, oh damn, like I gotta change my money mindset. Like I'm accepting my parents' ideas about money. Mm-hmm. I'm accepting a lot of stuff that people told me. No, but I've seen somebody on a screen make money off of it, so it was hard for me to understand that. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the biggest thing. But the MLM, complete scam. Let me tell you, and I fell for it. I'm saying somebody that was in it. So, yeah.
Hey, one thing you said about the mindset. Yes, money is a mindset, but as far as like making money, specifically that way, the person that's used to being like a hard physical labor person is not going to sit here and comprehend or understand that when you're putting money into the market, that's an investment.
Right.
They work for the money. The money doesn't just go away.
Right.
Like, you're really risking and putting your money into something that is not guaranteed to come back. Right. If there's no guarantee for that money to come back, a lot of people won't do it.
Right.
That's why I was hesitant at first till I hit like a really, really hard time. Yeah. Then I had to borrow $50 to do the initial 250 sign up.
Yeah.
Then at some point,
Man.
I was, but
Forgot about that.
God, it was tough. I was like, oh, this is like, from that point, I was like, yeah, this is not it. This is not what you.
I think I felt that same way when I did that too. Like when you get, it's like, because why would you just worry about the actual? You could have put that in your trading account, like the money that you was going, you know. But shout out to all the forex traders, the ones that actually can trade. But shout out to the ones that quit too, man. Like it was a big boom, especially for people our age at the time, 18 to 20.
Yeah, and that to me was like the quickest. Like that was like the OnlyFans for males because you were sold a dream.
What was the one before that? It was one, you know what I'm talking about, man.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, man, my boy did it.
I'm drawing a blank.
Man, my boy did it. I totally forgot. Put it in the comments.
Somebody
Y'all know what it is.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all tell us.
Man, Wake Up Now.
Yes.
Wake Up Now. It was another one, too. That was an old one. Wake Up Now was the super old one. It was another one in between that one, though.
Boy, I remember. I remember
another one.
I remember when I was in high school, I tried to get a job. The first ever job that I had was it was a pyramid scheme.
Right. What, Cutco?
Yes.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Everybody did Cutco, man. I didn't do it, but I heard about it.
No. Tell me. First of all, those knives are great.
Yeah, of course.
No, those actual knives.
They're actually great.
They're actually great
I've
knives.
I've had somebody, my boy sold them. He did the demo with my parents. Like, so yeah.
Bro, those knives are actually great. You can buy them on Amazon. I'm probably gonna when I move.
You got a link? You got a link to me?
Nah.
You got some?
I
didn't know if you were still doing them.
I don't do that. Boy, when I tell you, I was like, I did a demo for like a family friend, and I was like, yeah, just buy this, just buy one piece. They was like, nah, we have knives, like we good. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. And I'm saying like, wait, for me to make more money, I have to get someone else to join.
Right.
This is not right.
Man, that's the biggest scheme ever, bro. Is to bring somebody in. You remember like last year, it was like the little pyramids it was like the little circles, and people was like, yo, put in $10, bro. Bro, I don't understand what it is about black people and quick money that we are addicted to. But I mean, of course, it's the culture and the music and stuff like that. But
yeah,
man,
quick money, fast money.
It's all a scam. Let me tell you.
I think the black community has a materialistic problem. We want things so much, and we know these things cost money.
Right.
But we want these things now, so we want the money now.
Right.
I think that's the issue.
And this is somebody who has. Remember them? You've seen them like the scammers. They'd be like, "Yo, Chase, BOA, whatever, SunTrust, tap in." You know what I'm saying? I've tapped in, and let me tell you, don't tap in. All right. Them people call my damn phone talking about you owe $10,000 because you know what I'm saying, I only got like $1,800. Messed up my whole bank account, my credit. You know what I'm saying? For quick money, for $1,800. I could have used my credit to get some. You know what I'm saying? To actually
That's what, boy. One thing I had to learn, especially with this photography stuff, money comes slow.
No.
Money, the nature of money is slow.
No.
It's not supposed to be quick. If it's quick, something's wrong.
Right. I think you have to like grease that wheel too. Like you have to build a system in place. And I think that's what makes it slow. Is the like building the system up to actually like create the system so that you can have money, so that you can like, you know. So like especially we talk about like content producing, like let's say you have a content house, right? You're gonna put a lot in, right? But like to be able to kind of like make sure that you have everybody in not even just a content house, but just like content in general. Yeah, bro, that's important.
Super important. Any tips for somebody that wants to start a...
Do it. Do it. Start, bro. I always have this quote, jump and let your wings grow on the way down. Ooh. You got to, bro. You have to, man, because you will try to find any reason. Your mind will come up with several reasons as to why you can't do this thing. And you'll believe it.
Now, I had that same issue. Like, when I tell you, I had the same problem doing all of this, buying all the audio equipment. Right. I'm sitting there, I put all the equipment in my cart. I'm looking at that number. I'm staring at this gigantic number. Yeah. Bro, this is a big number. Like, no matter how much money I make, that's still a big number. Yeah. Like, I had to sit there and think, like, this is an investment. Like, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this. As I immediately clicked the checkout button. Yeah. Like, well, too late now.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is that you'll believe it, man. And like that voice that is telling you that, bro, is you have to silence that.
It's the devil.
Yeah, it's the devil. You have to silence it, man. You have to really feed the God in you. You have to feed the beast, and you have to start it out, man. You have to.
Absolutely.
Oh no, but advice. Definitely not only just start, but make sure that you're worrying about how am I serving my audience? Because people pick up on that, and people like, and to me, if you in that mindset, you'll get better quality ideas rather than just like, let me just you scrambling around trying to get viral. You know what I'm saying? So I would say intention and just do it. Like just start small. Like I had this guy come up to me the other day. He was like, oh yeah, I see, posted videos. Like me and my friends want to start a podcast. How do we do? I'm like, bro, just set up your phone and just start talking with your friend. So don't worry about the equipment first. You know what I'm saying? You'll get there. But I would say, yeah.
I would say when it came to me, even getting to this point, to be able to feel comfortable buying the equipment, any of this equipment, first thing, I need to get comfortable with my voice. I didn't like the sound of my voice until like the second episode. Yeah. Now I'm starting to, that's why I wear headphones. I'm getting used to hearing my own voice. Yeah. I didn't get comfortable hearing my own voice, but being comfortable with talking to a camera, it's easier when you have a person to talk to, so you don't have to worry about making eye contact with the camera and making sure you don't look down or don't look left or don't look right, or at the same time, but just being able to learn how to communicate to a camera and to not get feedback from another person.
Yeah. I love that. That's my bag. I love that, bro. Look, bro, I told you this all I'm good at. So I'm telling you, bro, you can wake me up from a drunken stupor and I'll give you a good 20-minute podcast. I promise you I could. But no, but for real though, man. So like, I'm telling you, like, that's been my biggest thing too, is being like, not only hearing my voice, but just being like, make sure I'm saying something. Like, even if it's like, I know after a couple while, I know after a couple, I need a high point. I need something to be able, draw people in, because that's important. People's attention spans are low. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be able to drag people for a long period of time, you got to be able to deliver. You know?
And it's really more important that you're able to grab someone's attention. Boy, that train be getting on my nerves. But hey, it's a part of the show. Yeah. We're going to have a train,
right. This episode is featuring the train.
Featuring the train. Featured by Greensboro, North Carolina Railroad System.
Right.
Boy, I'm going to get them to sponsor every time the train go off.
Look at that. Every time it goes off.
Easy ad placement, boy. I'm going to get
every time it goes off, you got to do something, or something happens, a bell or something.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's one thing I really, really had to work on, was being able to talk to the camera, being like comfortable talking just to myself, but also like finding something substantial to talk about. Like nowadays, I used to have a problem. I had this one stint where I had one video go viral, had like 50K views, 52K. For me, for my little Instagram, that's pretty good.
That's great.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But I kept chasing it. Okay, this is gonna go viral. This is gonna viral. I'm doing trendy stuff. I'm like, I didn't feel any fulfillment. I just stopped. Yeah. Like, I mean, yes, if you're consistent with something, yes, you'll see the fruits of it. But at the same time, it wasn't feeding me, feeding my spirit, feeding my soul. So I was like, I just stopped. Yeah. Then now I don't really make videos unless, one, I have thought about this. It pops in my head first, or I get something from like the Holy Spirit. Because your conscience, people don't lie to know. Your conscience, that's the Holy Spirit.
Come on, man. Absolutely. There you go.
And if people,
if you can quiet and if you can sit in silence, and you can hear and give it an intention, it'll write the stuff for you,
bro. You'll hear it better, bro. I know for me, the best times, my best ideas comes when I'm driving to and from somewhere. When I cut the music off, long car rides, into the shoot, going to the house, I be like, dang, some of my best ideas come, boom. I'm like, whoa, this is a great thing. I need to do this. Didn't write it down. Yeah. That's something I'm working on.
That's so important for me, bro. Because I learned that when I started doing my videos. Like, if you have an idea, write it down right there. But I want to go back to what you said about the content. If you have an idea, stick with how you felt at the beginning. Because I have got times where, like, sometimes I write my videos, sometimes I freestyle them. So if I write them, maybe like towards the end, I'm like, this is stupid. Nobody's gonna like this. Like, why am I doing this? But like, remember the passion that you had at the beginning of it, because to me, like, that'll get you through it, like, and it'll make you realize, okay, yeah, like, if you go back to why you're doing this episode, or why, whatever your content is about.
And don't make too many changes on it. Don't make too big overarching changes. You can change little things like little words, little verbiage like that, but if you keep nitpicking at the idea, you'll not want to do it because you'll say it's not good enough. Well, that's one thing I said, this is not good enough.
Right. And two, for podcasters, talking about, like, even like the example we just had with the train, like, that is a part of your podcast. So now that people who listen to this are going to be like, yo, the train, like, people are going to reference that. People are going to reference, yo, you the train? Or no, you the train. Ain't you doing the train? no, but I'm telling you, like, so that's a part of it. So people, but my thing is, people try to either one, they don't focus on that, or they try to find those things too quick. I hate when it's like a forced thing, like, oh, like let it happen organically. But you only can let it happen organically if you are consistent.
Like the Horatio Stop the Film thing. That wasn't the initial thing.
Right.
It came over a while. You like,
and I was supposed to do that one time, and the time one time I did. I used to do it sometimes and not do it. And then I had people DM me, why didn't you? Where's the sound at? I'm like, y'all care about this shit? But it was organic, and I let it happen over time.
If it fit perfectly.
Yeah, man. It's Brian. We're gonna keep going. I want to build upon that.
Hey, you gotta find that. I don't know where she's at. You gotta find that lady,
bro.
You gotta get her to do it live.
I gotta do a live video, man. We're gonna do a live podcast, and I'm gonna have her do the intro. I don't know, but yeah, that's gonna be hard, bro. Shout out to, I don't know her name, but Helen from Drake and Josh, legendary clip. Stop the film, man. It follows me all the time, and it was just organic, something I just watching TV.
Absolutely. Another thing, you shouldn't. Me, I don't chase viral moments, but they happen because of a specific formula.
Right.
Do you know the formula?
Yeah. I know, but I'm recreating it, or I'm learning more about it all the time. But I had like an A&T formula, which is a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's only going to a little bit, and then the HBCU community pushes it because it's something it represents them. But for me, I mean, I like a good hook, meaning that it's going something that's going to be like, whoa, like that's going to stop you. Whether it's the video or what I'm saying, it's going to be something that's going to catch you. I like to go like joke, chill. I like to just make sure I'm grabbing people's attention. Like retention, or what you call it, like the watch time is important to me. Like how long somebody sticks through the video, because that's important to me. Because to me, that is a part of being a community. Like people who like they care about, they hold on to words you're saying. A joke, chill, like joke, chill line. I like to end on a bang. And there'd probably be like a good minute. And like that's a good format for me as far as like whether I'm doing voiceover videos or just talking to a camera.
Okay.
Because I feel like if it's too long, but then again, I feel like you have to earn, with the audience, you have to earn things. Like you can't just put out a 30-minute video on YouTube and think that people are going to watch the whole thing.
Oh, no. I'm learning that now.
You know what I'm saying? You have to earn watch time. You have to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Because people have to know you. They have to hold on to what you're saying because it's important to them.
They need to be invested in you to be able to stay in there long enough to listen to what you have to say.
Yeah. And honestly, that scared me too when I was at A&T. Like that idea scared me so much. I think that's why I kind of went back and didn't post for a while, because it gives you that responsibility. Honestly, I think I've had a fear of success that I've had to drop. You know what I'm saying? Because it's my destiny. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would sometimes be annoyed by people saying something to me or something like that or whatever, because I'm like, this is it's my purpose. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So don't hide your light under a bushel is my point.
Oh, never. See?
Hey, man.
It be here.
Okay, this what needs to happen.
Okay.
When you can't think of something, the train needs to go. That's what you need. You need the train sound effect.
Or I just sit up. I'll wait.
Yeah, you can always welcome back, restart it, start back from the jump. Welcome back. Nah, man.
Oh, that's what it was. You're mainly, I mainly know you from like your short form,
right?
Your short form content. I know you do some longer form content.
Yeah.
Like, how is that transition? How do you take short form content, then have it stretch out to be like a 30-minute, hour-long conversation?
Yeah. Like I said, like to me, that's a part of just earning. You have to earn that long time. So whenever I do an interview, one of my first interviews was with a podcast called The Read. Big podcast. They sold out 2 shows at the Fox Theater in 2019 in DC. And I mean, you want to talk about like me. That when I went to that show, I was like, wow, I can do this, man. Like they had packed rooms selling merch, selling drinks, and they sit on the stage talking. I'm like, this is amazing. So I interviewed them after that, and that was a long form video. So every time I do interviews, I try to do long form because that's something that the celebrity that people want to get into. But for me, since it's just been me, I don't want to do 30 minutes of just me. I feel like that's too much. Yeah. So I would do my podcast, like I would do the short form videos, and then I would take all those videos throughout the week and put them together and make one full, maybe like 25-minute podcast. And those just do fantastic. Like I love short form podcasts for that reason because people are so used to seeing me quick in like a quick 1 minute, 1:30 type of format. So yeah, I think that the interviews is a good way to do a long form, and if you do some type of short form, put it together because compilations go crazy on YouTube.
They do. What about the reverse? People that make long form and take bits and pieces out and.
Yeah, I like that too. I do that with my. I have a podcast called CDK and Horatio, with the great CDK on the mic, one of the number one HBCU hosts, great host. We started, I'll say June last year. We can't get into the same place, so we still doing Zoom. We need a good setup like this.
Not necessarily. I just probably need to buy a little.
Yeah. We buy microphones, we buy cameras, but that's my point. Like we're gonna start. We just started from just where we wanted to, and just gonna continue to grow. But we do that. We do like 30 minutes, and then we break it down and have posts every day. To me, that's a good one. But I think nowadays we're switching from whereas people want to follow like the brand pages, right? That's what it used to be. I think now people just want to be more invested into you, and then that'll lean them into this, right? So I've been seeing that. Whereas like that's why I decided to start posting videos again because it's like I have to make sure that myself is, you know what I'm saying, like people know who I am and what I do and the content that I deliver so they can go to my other stuff, you know, so they can go to the long form stuff and enjoy it like they enjoy everything else.
Boy, the train. There it is again, man. Shout out to the train.
Shout out to the train. Oh man.
So I've only seen 3 of your podcasts. I know you do you and CDK, you and your own stuff. Then there was one that you do with like you started a while ago, HBCU band culture.
Oh yes, man. So
boy,
look,
that's a lot of people don't know about that content. Because a lot of people don't really live in the HBCU band culture like you do.
Bro, let me tell you. First of all, giving advice to just content creators, niche content is the best. So like, in my opinion, like everybody's chasing like, you know, the dating or the entertainment or the gossip type stuff, but niche stuff is best. So I marched in the band here at North Carolina A&T. And bro, every college band has over 200 some people, which is a lot of people. They practice for over 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? So they have long attention spans. And being in a band is such a thankless job. Like they say, thank you to the band, thank you to the drum majors, thank you, but they don't go, hey, shout out to that trombone player right there. It's a thankless job. You know what I'm saying? You don't really get that. So I wanted to develop. I just really wanted to still be in the band culture without being like an old dude who's just so hyped. I wanted to actually have a job and be able to, you know what I'm saying, give people that feeling. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. And still give people that feeling without, you know what I'm saying, that you know, through a podcast that I had marching in the band. So about 2 years ago, I started a podcast called Crank Up the HBCU Band Podcast, and we actually just merged with a company called It's a Face Off, which is great, man, to do their part. We're gonna combine and have them do our production and everything. So we can. Wow. But yeah, man, like I said, niche markets is the best, yo. If you can find something that's small that you really enjoy, that has a big audience, that it's not really being served like that, man, people love it, man. And we do live live shows during the football band season every Tuesday. You know, it's a Face Off YouTube, man, and it's great, bro. I love it. And it gives me that rush of like, you know, this is what I love to do, but I get to do it how in my purpose, you know.
Yeah, because when you left, you never came back around.
Yeah.
Nah, there be no shade to anybody. There be some band heads that.
Oh yeah, I know.
Be around.
I have not been, bro.
Be around.
I have not, man. Look, but you know what that is though? That's just like it's a part of your identity. And I started killing off that part of my identity towards the end of my band career. Because when and people feel like, forget band, people think about that with everything. Let's say you play football all the way from Pee Wee all the way up to college. You know, you didn't go to the NFL, but like this has been your identity. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is a part of it, breaks part of your identity. Like my identity from high school, from middle school on up was I marched in the band. So one day it was over. So I'm like, well, I'm not about to come up, because I used to always be the guy to be like, hey, man, you see this old nigga over here? Why he over here doing this? I would definitely be that guy. So I didn't want to be that guy. But that's why I say, like, you know, everybody, it's such a great plus for content creators, because if you have something that you're passionate about, you can turn it into some content. You can turn it into something that those people will get value out of, and so will you.
Let's see. That reminded me back when I was in high school and I came to college. My origin story was I was on the track team freshman year. Underperformed.
Wait, at T?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Shot putter.
I ain't never seen you run.
Granted, Shot putter. I was a big guy.
Okay.
So I came in as a freshman at 285.
What?
Yeah.
Who got the pictures of come on, bro? I've never seen you. I've only seen you skinny, bro. When'd you lose weight?
With through that year and going into that summer.
Where? Hell yeah.
So we didn't meet until like 2019 when
Yeah.
I started joining the band's media team. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was a bigger guy. Lost a whole bunch of weight. I lost in the span of less than a full calendar year. I lost 60 pounds.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, granted, that's over like a long span of time. Yeah. That's about like 9, almost 10 months. Mm-hmm. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, underperformed. I was a thrower. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And at the time, track and field was my identity. Right. I've been throwing shot put, doing discus since I was 13. Mm-hmm. And now I'm 18, about to be 19. Right. And you talking about the last 5, almost 6 years of my life is about to go down the drain. I have to figure out something else to do.
Absolutely.
That's why being in college was such a good thing for me because I was able to find something else. And it just so happened, see, God works in mysterious ways, boy. Mm-hmm. My friend, he had asked me, like, right after I got kicked off, my friend asked me, hey, can you take pictures of us at this meet? Wow. It was at A&T. Mm-hmm. I was like, sure, why not? I still like y'all.
Right. I still get to be.
I still being around. I get around the people. The people still like me. They still love me. This, that, and the third. Like, no bad blood between nobody but me and the coach.
Right. Go ahead. Say it.
I can't do it. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
I told myself I was going to stop saying that. Yeah. But I'm going to say, I really be saying, like, thank you. Because if it wasn't for him, I would not be where I am. Absolutely. So, Coach Ross, wherever you at out in Tennessee, thank you.
Yes,
I'm going to give you flowers.
Yes,
appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for pushing me to do what God told you to do.
Right. Thank you for cutting him, man. He did. He needed it. You weren't that good, no way. All right, come on.
But no, I went from that to taking pictures. I was like, oh, he's pretty good. Right. My homegirl Asia, she had posted one on Instagram. I was like, and it's still on her Instagram page to this day. Mm-hmm. One of the very first pictures I've ever took. Is still on her page, and I appreciated that so much. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good. And it just so happened the next semester coming into my sophomore year, I had a photography class. Oh, I'm pretty good at that.
Right.
Let me go do this. After just getting done with working out and trying to get back on the team and this, that.
A lot of times, I feel like a lot of people don't get to, don't have that. Like, you may not be around the community that is kind of like push you in another way or whatever. Or it's just so you trying to get back. That's what we talked about, like, where guys keep coming back around or whatever, because, like, it's so much a part of your identity that you can't even, like, let that go and kind of step into what God has for you. Right. It's the next chapter, you know?
Right. Even during that summer, the reason I lost so much weight because I was training to get back on the team.
Oh, okay.
Then right before school started, I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be around the guys. I'm gonna start throwing again. When I tell you, nothing changed between the summer when I started training. Really? And I got back, nothing changed. Nothing changed. Yeah. Distances
done with it. Like this.
I was like, man, maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Right. Like, it just dawned on me, like, maybe
that's such a hard realization to get to, man.
I'm glad that I had the motivation to get in the gym to work out. Right. Because it built me a crazy habit. I had a trainer. He was a bodybuilder.
Right.
Like, now I think about it, I was being trained to be a college athlete by a bodybuilder. Yeah. He was training me as a bodybuilder. Yeah. That's why I lost so much weight. Right. I was like, it was counterintuitive, but I still appreciate it, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, getting back, I was like, dang, I guess this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Right. Started a photography class. I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do.
Man, that's great, man. Like, but I know a lot of people that have like dreams deferred like that, and it just kills them. Like,
no,
it's hard for them to rebound.
Some people don't bounce back. Yeah, some people go through a crippling depression before they get bounced back. Thank God I didn't go through that. Yeah. I mean, I went through crippling depression for other things,
right, but not that. Yeah.
But not that. And I'm say every time, like, I'm blessed to be where I am, because if it wasn't for that happening, I would not be doing any of this. That's why I'd be saying, like, getting kicked off the track team was the catalyst for me to become the person people know me as today.
Definitely.
And I appreciate that so much.
And that's just a sentiment to just move on, man. Like, your identities are going to change throughout the years, man. And you got to really be able to even flow and really know who you are and kind of like what you, through those different things. Because you're the same, of course you're a different person. You're a lot less smaller, you know what I'm saying? But you're the same, you know what I'm saying? You're the same, respect, you know, you're the same guy as far as like who you are, you know what I'm saying, in photography, in track, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's hard when you have an identity etched into something, you can't even see a life without it because you don't even know if you will be the same without doing that. So yeah, that's just a blessing.
That's why y'all need to find God, because if you keep your eyes on God, you ain't gotta worry about your identity. Your identity's in Christ, and Christ did everything.
Absolutely,
does everything. Boy, I be getting on here. I be preaching sometimes.
Amen, man. I was gonna sit back and let you go.
Boy, I try not to. But there would be a time and place. There's another podcast that I'm probably going to. That's one thing. The Body on Screaming. I'm producing podcasts for other people as well. What?
I might hit you up.
That's what? I'm about to dip in the bag.
No, for real. That's how you do it, bro. Yeah. You can easily, especially here in Greens, especially in any type of college town, or any type of where it's like, is you from? Where you from?
I was born in Greensboro. I'm from High Point.
Oh, you okay? So, but that's a smaller town than this though. Like High Point.
Boy, it used to be dangerous. It used to be one of the highest murder rates in the state of North Carolina.
High Point?
Yeah.
The furniture capital of the world?
Yeah.
Wow. I would have never thought.
I'm sorry, per capita. Because the city's so small.
Other than not
so
Detroit.
When one person dies, it's like it goes from like 0% to like 10.
Yeah.
So it becomes a problem.
Yeah, but I'm saying in those towns, it's always young creatives looking for something to do, and that's something that I don't know if me being around the other kids at A&T didn't really push me to do my Horatio Radio, but it did push me to be like, they doing something, they doing even if it's nothing I want to do, they're doing something, and I need to do something. I need to do my own thing as well. So yeah, it's easy to find something.
No, absolutely, especially if you're doing photography, videography, and you're doing it. If you want to do it seriously, being in college is the best place to start.
Yes.
Clientele is literally everywhere. You go walk around and find clientele.
All them women, everybody wants pictures of themselves, man.
What? Swear, bro. Getting into graduation photography was probably the best thing I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. But if it wasn't for I remember one year I made for graduation alone, $40,000.
Bro. Oh yeah, bro. Y'all be killing it.
$40,000.
Yes.
That's in 3 months.
It's in the graduation season. It's like,
bro, what?
Man.
Then just do that one season. That's during the spring, April to May. Yeah. 2.5, 3 months. December, it's a little bit lighter because not a lot of people graduate in December. No. December would be on a good year, you make 20.
Word.
But even then, that's in the span of less than 6 months, that's $60,000.
No. Bro.
That's more than a teacher's salary here in the state.
Bro, and that's off of, that's just doing this is, well, of course you got package and stuff like that, but that's all your gift.
Yeah, but at the same time, it took me 3 years 4 years to get to that point to make $40,000 in a year. I be telling people if you really want to do this, if you really take this seriously, you can make the money back expediently. Yeah. You make it back super quick. Right. But I don't know. A lot of people don't want to. At least nowadays, a lot of people don't want to work for it. Yeah. A lot of people don't want to put in the initial investment to put in the money up front to understand. Okay, this is thinking down the road. Yeah. The main reason, I bought all this stuff. I spent a couple $1,000s on all this audio and video equipment. Is because I know I'm going to make the money back. Right. For me doing this, someone's gonna see me doing this oh yeah, hey, do you you do video? Oh, you do a podcast? Yeah. Hey, can you produce mine? Yes.
You got that, and you got the sponsorships for this podcast. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got like I said, people coming in. You can rent it out. Yeah, bro.
This the studio. Oh yeah, the studio is paying for itself. Yeah. Studio rent be kind of it's fair. Right. It's fair. I ain't gonna say it here because. I had to keep my finances on the rails. But, rentals by itself pays for my studio. And if they don't, I could do one shooting here and pay for my whole rent for the month.
Word. Yeah. I'm about to hit you up, man. I need a home base studio, man. I really need to step my production game up. See, that's the only thing that, as far as my podcast, that I want to change or want to grow on is the look of it.
Production level?
Yeah, the production level has always been low. Because I've always just cared about what I'm saying, and so I've always had to do everything. So if what I'm saying is number one, everything else is just low. So of course I had to understand I had to build a team. I had people. I've learned that now. I've had people hit me up and stuff, and I've had to do literally every single thing, every step, and that drains me as much because I just want to talk shit. You know what I'm saying? That's literally all I want to do. So. I think once you get to that stage of your content creator, you got to be able to build a team. You got to be able to delegate as well.
Absolutely. It's always easier to, at least for me, it's always easier for me to have the stuff and learn how to use it and teach other people how to use it than like someone. And I can just like, hey, if I have a friend, her name is Nala. She does fitness content in Charlotte. She knows how to do Instagram content. She doesn't know how to do long form content. So I do all of her long form content. It's just part of my business is to help other businesses. So I find a lot of joy in that. I find a lot of purpose in that. And plus, I can spend a bunch of money and make use of it within like 2 days.
Right. See, I'm definitely more of a, hey man, I hire people, bro. You got to, bro. Because I think that's another thing too, like why people don't be as successful like that, because they don't want to like spend based on like, you know what I'm saying, like you kind of restraining that, and it's not being able to flow because you are constrained. You're twisting the, you know, and I feel like once I've learned that in the last 6 months of being able to like being able to really truly invest in my brand and what I want to do, not only with the equipment but just having sharing other ideas. I was so closed off, bro. Like with my stuff, people used to always say to me all the time, "Man, why don't you have me on the show?" I've never had nobody on my show ever.
That is one thing I would say. Like, you've never had anybody else on the show. Me, I'm the type of person. I was not. The reason it took me so long to start a podcast because I didn't want to do it by myself.
Right. Oh, see, I got this. That's how I felt, man.
So now I'm like, you know what? I got to a point where I'm gonna just buy all the stuff and I'm gonna just tell someone to pull up.
Right.
And we're gonna sit there and talk. We're gonna sit there and talk just by you showing up anyway.
Right.
Might as well just record it.
Boom.
Put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
But that's crazy. Like, that's something that I've learned too. Is like, bro, you gotta like. I tried to control everything when it came to my content. Every single thing. I tried to control the perception of how people saw it. Everything, bro. Bro, you have to let all that. You have to let all that go, man. And to me, once now that I have a podcast, I have different podcasts with different people. So now we have a team I'm bringing in, like with the band podcast. It's a whole different team of people on that. So that has allowed me to be like, okay, I can just chill and be the talent. Like, that's my whole goal, is to just be just the talent, because I've been, especially with my thing, I've built up enough cachet doing everything myself that I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, I'm in the need of a media director or something like that, you know. And that's something that I honestly didn't see myself. I had to see myself in a bigger light. That's why I love CDK, man. CDK, man, he is so like, he knows how to like embody like for instance, one time he came to me, this is when he just got a manager, like a publicist. I'm like, I can never get a manager, a publicist. What the fuck I need a manager? But see, that's the type of, he embodies that. He steps into that. And that's why I love working with him. I love doing that because he shows me how to step into the you know, who you say you're trying to do. If you say you're trying to do this, then let's do it for real. Right. Like radio podcasters and radio personalities, content creators need managers. They need publicists. Aren't you that? So why not? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I'm like, nah, that's too, cut that out. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking too small of yourself. And so I've had to deal with that. And I think I'm coming on the other side of that, as far as just opening myself up to a lot more stuff. You know?
I will say, when it comes to, especially this whole production stuff, nowadays, people don't want to just, they want to have someone do it, but they need to see it.
Right.
Like, you can't, at least for me, they don't want to just hire me just because, I say I can do this.
Right.
Same thing with graduation, weddings, anything like that.
Man, I know you got to deal with them graduation folks, bro. They be looking over your shoulder.
Hey,
let me do this, bro. I got this.
Hey, it be what it is at this point, and I do my best to take care of them, but it is what it is. But yeah, like I bought all this stuff in the idea of like, I'm not gonna see a return on the investment for like a couple months. Yeah. Because one, if I'm starting a YouTube video, I'm not starting YouTube from scratch. Never had anything uploaded before. Right. Like the most popular video.
I don't envy you on that.
The most popular video I have on my YouTube right now is from Jiho last year when me and my frat were on the plot. Right. I mean, stuff like that is always gonna do more traction because always people always Google searching.
Yeah, they want to see that.
They just want to see that. Cool. But now everything else, I have to cater my content away from that. Right. Why people are there? Oh, maybe they'll come watch another video. Ton of rating. Terrible. But you know, people want to see the product before they buy it.
Right.
And I've had to learn I have to be the product first.
Absolutely.
So people want to see, oh, can he actually do this?
Right.
So I have to do it for myself.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it usually turns out it will show fruit. I will show fruit from it.
Yeah, man. Like, but when you better yourself, man, it's the best outcome that you'll ever get. Because not only do you get, because it's gonna work out.
Yeah,
It's gonna work out, one, and you get to learn more about yourself, man. Like, just in general, I've learned so much more about myself. Like, just putting myself out there, man. Like, I used to have a big problem with that. Like, I've seen the evolution with my content from just doing straight audio in my room to being on video to doing podcast. You know what I'm saying? To growing and I had to go through all those stages. I had to go through the stages of like me kind of I didn't want to be on video. I just wanted just to and then to being like, well, people need to know who I am. Like, people need to know that I am this thing. So I had to grow and do that. But I think a lot of people don't want to take that time because it may not be, you may not see the fruit quickly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't see that fruit, but like I said, this is all I'm good at. So this is all you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But nah, man. Closing thoughts, question for you. Or
Yes, sir.
not a question. Talk to your camera.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to the people, man. Tell them something. Give them words of encouragement. Something to leave with. Leave them with a gem.
Got you. Okay. Look, we talked a lot about content creators, but just in general, all right? If you got a job, if you know what I'm saying, your business, you're an entrepreneur, look at life like a flea market, right? We all got a table, all right? And we all selling stuff. And I really want you to understand that the stuff on your table is valuable, but nobody's going to know unless you believe that. So what I did when I stopped making videos, or when you stop doing what you're supposed to do, you take your table and you throw it away and you just walk away, right? But you see everybody else has a table. I know for me, it was I used to always compare myself. So in this example, I'm looking at other people's tables. I'm like, oh man, they got this over there, but I'm not focusing on my table. And people are coming to my table, but I'm still looking at other people's table. So that's something that analogy has helped me a lot. Like, know that whatever you are selling, whatever you're doing is valuable. You just have to really know that. And once you know that, and once you stop looking at everybody else and you realize, like, damn, I got some good shit on my table, people gonna start coming to you and say that too. And when they do, don't act like it's not, because it is. So,
Hey, man.
yes, sir.
Great conversation.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you for coming by.
Yes, sir. We need another appearance from the train. But this was but this is a great app, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Oh,
I'm so glad, man. You know, I'm definitely trying to do more, like, you know what I'm saying, do more pods with people, bro. Just
Absolutely.
like, just, you know.
I don't know. When you move? When we both move to Charlotte?
Yes.
Recurrent. We can have our own show. We can just be
Boom. Let's do it,
sitting
bro.
there just talking.
Let's do it, man. I fuck with it, bro.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.